How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dean and this is Locksmith Services, and I'm going to film you a bit more of another day in the life, I guess. Got quite a few jobs on today, so I thought bring the camera along for the ride. Some of them quite interesting, a bit different to maybe other jobs that I've filmed over the last couple months. First one, I need to go screw fix right now and pick up a pair of brass handles to fit for a door. I was meant to do this job on Friday, but long story short, I never got to screw fix. It was an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to go there now and then go straight and do those two. So it's a fit from fresh, and the other one's just swapping over a free lever, but there's not a hole for the keyhole, and so they're just latch handles. So I'll get that sorted, but I'll film it so you understand what I'm doing. Got a gate to look at, got a French door that won't lock, and someone that can't open their bathroom door. So got a few jobs on, nothing too hectic. More might come in. It's only 9:15. So, you know, there's still plenty of time for the phone to ring. Don't want to be running around too much like a lunatic because it's so hot out there. So yeah, anyway, let's get on the way and get to screw fix and collect these handles for this job, because got to be at the job at 10. Screw fix is the town over. They've got to come back here. And I was just thinking, Monday morning traffic, who knows? So yeah, I'll catch you when we get there. So, just been to, it was actually Tool Station. When I went to check the text for the collection, I realised it was Tool Station, but they are. Screw fix is there, Tool Station's there. So I've picked up my handles. You see it's got a keyhole in it. And while I was there, I've been wanting to get some new work shoes for a while. So I've got these Mavericks. They were like 33 quid, something like that. And they're put like trainer style. So I'll try them out later, show them what I've spent. I think I've spent about £200-300 recently on trying to buy shoes, and then just had to return them all because they're not comfy, they don't fit. So it's really hard to find some decent quality ones, and the ones I'm wearing now definitely don't look like trainers, and I want some that are a bit more casual looking, a bit thinner, more breathable for summer. So we'll try them out later, but they're still toe cap. I know some people don't use them, but when you run your own business, if you hurt yourself, that's it, you know, as some people will know. So safety first. Anyway, got 15 minutes to get to my job, so should make it there, get everything out, and then we'll crack on with these doors. So I'll catch you when we arrive. So you join me, you can clearly see our one's a 3-inch and this one's 2.5. So here is a 3-inch sash lock, and I'm going to just swap the levers over of this one to that one. And you may be thinking, why are you swapping your levers over? It's because this one's got extra keys cut for them. So I'm going to swap them round, and then, you know, the 3-inch will have the correct amount of keys for it, and vice versa. That can go back to 2 and that can go back into stock. So here's the other one, it's a Union 2 lever. Yeah, quite nice, but there's no keyhole for it. They don't have a key for it. Obviously it wasn't on sash handles, so yeah, we'll get these levers swapped over and then we'll carry on with the job. This one, I don't think I need to cut any holes out on the door. We'll need to do the keep on the frame, and the other one is a full outfit from fresh. So yeah, let's crack on. So as you may have seen, you've got a sash lock and a deadlock there, both being fitted. There was a lot of people inside working, so I didn't film too much. But anyway, they're happy, it's all working. I stopped at Tesco and got a couple of drinks and some lunch, because it's not lunchtime yet, but while I was there, I thought I need a drink. It was so hot, and it's so hot today. It's like 30 odd degrees. So I've just arrived at this gate job in Kensworth, so I'm going to take a look at the gate and see what she was talking about. And yeah, we'll go from there, see if it's anything we can do, because she said she's had people out or other people look at it and they just don't know what to do, so I'm a bit confused. But you know, I said I'll pop round, take a look, and we'll see what can be done. I've had a couple more jobs come in, but one of them I think I'm going to put to tomorrow, and I've got an estate agent job that literally just rang before I pulled up at this job, so I'm going to get that booked in, and that's going to be at 4 o'clock today. So apparently it's a Yale lock. The latch isn't actually popping back out, so we'll see. Sounds like maybe the spring's gone, could be, but anyway, I think they're selling it, so a bit unfortunate, but there we go. So yeah, I'll catch you at this gate. So as you would have just seen, I just filmed a clip of the gate where the spindle is sat pretty much flush onto the wood, and it wasn't really going into, in a sense, this handle. So that's why you can see there it's been a bit chewed up, because it's just kind of been on the edge. You know, so over time it's just been eating that metal and slipping. So if we can put a bigger one in that goes as deep as possible, we're going to get that rotation without needing to change any parts. So yeah, I'd say this is something that's probably been waiting to happen since, well, since it was fitted really. One day that naturally would have followed down the corners, so it's not perfectly square anymore, you can see. So we need to go deeper, which it should have been in the first place. It's just been, yeah, spindle has been cut at an angle too short. So what I'll do is I'll cut one, and we'll just keep cutting and cutting until it's the correct size. I mean, I'm going to measure it, but rather it be longer, I need to cut a bit more off than go shorter. But anyway, let's get some spindles out and I'll come back to you. Here's my box of spindles, different sizes and everything like that. We'll have a quick look through and just see what measures up with this, roughly the same size, and we'll just try them all out. What have we got? That could be a good starting base. I know that's probably a bit too long, but we can cut a bit off that one. I quite like the idea of that one actually. Too big. Me and her ex. I need to stop doing that, that's terrible, that's terrible. Oh. Okay, we have this. Right, let's try that. This could be the miracle one. Let's try this, and just means it'll go deeper in there the whole way. And as long as it goes as far in the other way as possible, we could be onto a winner. Let's go. Nice 10-minute job all. So nice 10-minute job all done. So as you saw, yeah, the spindle was just too short on it, so I've put a bigger one in. It's working fine. Don't need to change the handles or anything, and I think that's what they expected. So save them a bit of money there. I'm off to this next job now, which is a French door that doesn't lock properly. And I'm not going to chat too much because every time I do this, I have to do it with the engine off. Otherwise, Apple CarPlay connects, and then when I talk, you won't be able to hear me. So yeah, I'll catch you at that next job. I need this aircon on. So you join me. Look at that blue sky, by the way. Absolutely crazy. You join me back in the van for another gearbox session. So this is a broken Lockmaster. I'll flip the camera around and show you where it's broken so you can clearly see. And then yeah, we'll give this a good clean because it is. I'll show you. Let me flip the camera around. So yeah, the latch is trapped in, and at the back here you can see it's sheared off. One part of here it's come off, but in general, this thing is dry as a bone. Right, look at this. Just it's not been maintained or anything at all. And same with the bottom here. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a whole clean up. It's a bit of crust. Lovely. Yeah, give it a good clean up, good service, fit new parts, and then yeah, they'll be good to go for that. So we'll flip it into the spot and see if we can find what we need. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So yeah, go flip the latch round on that one. But yeah, let's get cracking. So gearbox is all fitted into the mech, as you can see. all working, latch is sticking out. Slide it on down. I mean, I've just played with it and I haven't pulled the hook back in, but giving it a good clean out, good service oil. Same with that side. So we're all good. Let's go. Chuck this in the door and see if I think we might need to adjust it slightly. Sounds like the other door needs adjusting. I'll have a quick look. I'll either do it or I'll recommend someone to do it. Simply as it's a tricky one these days, as I've been asked to fix this door, and there becomes a line of how much more work do you do when you're technically not getting any more for it. You know, like while you're here, sometimes I don't mind it, but when they've got another door which has got the exact same issue, it's kind of, you know, it depends how you describe it when you book us in. So yeah, I'll have a quick look. If I can do a quick adjustment, I will. If it needs any more like tone healing, I'm going to pass the job on to a friend, so at least they can actually maximise getting a full job pay out of it, because I'm not a charity. We've all got bills to pay. I've got plenty of bills to pay, I can promise you. So let's get this in the door and we'll give it a go. Okay, this door is all adjusted and it's working fine. So I just need to put the cover back on for the hinge. And we're all good. Do I look defeated? That door was an absolute nightmare. Adjusted both doors, well, adjusted 3 doors in the end. I said to them they probably need new mechanisms in 2 of them, but I can't do that today. So I said phone me back if you want. Also because it's just taking up so much time. I've got other jobs to get to. So anyway, the door I went to do is fixed, and that's the main thing. The chute bolt was an absolute nightmare, so I've just ended up leaving it off for now. And I said I'll see if we can source another one in the meantime, or if not, just a chute bolt, and it's nothing special. Still got like 6 other locks going into the frame. Next job is a bathroom, so I'm going to blast the aircon the whole way to this bathroom job and get that done, and I've got to reply to some phone calls. So yeah, it's been one of those fun days of every job has been just a bit behind schedule, so we'll catch up. But yeah, I didn't film too much because their dog just won't stop bloody barking. I feel like now I need to get in that stage of, oh, are you okay with dogs? No, sorry, I'm actually allergic. Problem solved. Anyway, catch you at the next one. Just phoned a customer back because I missed a call on that job, and they're only around the corner, and they said the handle was sheared off their door. So as I'm literally around the corner, I thought I'd just pop round, take a look, see if it's anything I can do today, or if I need to order parts for. So I'm going to quickly run in, take a look. I've got another job to ring up actually about, get booked in as well. I just stopped answering the phone because otherwise you just never get the work done if you get 4 calls while you're trying to fix a door. So while I'm around the corner, I'll quickly pop in, see if anything is I can do. I'm mumbling my words because it's just too hot. It's horrible. It is absolutely horrible, this weather. I do not enjoy the heat at all. I like it cold. Anyway, I'm gonna have a quick look. So I always carry like spare overnight locks that I've taken off. So I've taken this one off before and it was working absolutely fine. So I'm gonna fit this onto the customer's door in the meantime, so they just have a temporary lock on the door, and then I'll order him a new BS night latch. The only annoying thing for them is I only changed the cylinder outside a couple months back. It was even in a video, I think, but obviously I didn't change the whole thing because they just lost some keys, so they've got to have a whole new one now, which is great. But yeah, I'm going to quickly fit this so they're kind of safe in the meantime, and then I'll order a new one in. That one's all done nice and quickly, so I'm going to order a BS night latch in and then come back and fit it. As you saw, the door's catching like anything, so I'm not surprised it's come off in their hand. But I say only replaced the cylinders not long ago to have new keys on because the keys went missing. So yeah, next step is let's go look at this bathroom, and then I've got that estate agent job at 4 o'clock. I'm meeting someone there, so yeah, we'll crack on. Got another one. Nice flush spindle to the door. Look at that. Look at that flush spindle. No wonder why it doesn't work. It's moment of truth. Yeah. That spindle is way too small. Yet again, that's 2 in a day. Right, so yet again we have a working handle on a union latch. However, this side completely flush, so that handle wasn't doing anything. So yet again, we need a longer spindle. That is crazy. 2 in 1 day. Back we go in the van once again for another spindle. Let me get my spindle box out. And we'll see what we got in here for this one. That might work. That's quite a lot longer, but that's not a problem as long as it fits. At least we know there's no movement at all. A bit too long. That could be alright. Let's give this one a go first. And worst case, we can just cut it down if need be. But I think it should be fine. So let's get back to the door and give this a go. This is pretty deep, so we should get away with plenty of room there. Right, let's get the screws in. We're back in the van, customer's all happy. So here's the spindle. I think what she's mentioned to me was she's had the bathroom redone and they changed the handle on the inside to a chrome one, I think to modernise the look of the rest of the bathroom. And because of that, the handle's a lot deeper. So I think what they've then done is use the old spindle, as you clearly saw, and then recipe for disaster at some point. It was going to cause it to move and then not open it. So nice long spindle in, there's no movement now, which is what you like to see, because then you know that can't physically happen again. It is 36 minutes past 3, so some jobs have dragged out today, and it's probably not come across camera. So I've got my 4 o'clock one for an agent in Harpenden for the Yale lock. And I'm going to go home, order some bits, but I don't think I can do any more today. There is one that I was going to do, but I've moved it to tomorrow. So I've got one in Markyate, and I'll pop to Radlett after then. An estate agent one that I was going to do tomorrow, she says she's not available, what am I like for the rest of the week, so I'll let her know. We're always flexible. Oh, when the breeze hits you. By the way, it's 34.5 right now. Horrible. I want to be skiing down a piste right now. That would feel like absolutely amazing. But yeah, not made for this. Not made for it. Anyway, let's go have a look at this night latch. Apparently it's not working. Here's my lunch, but it's going to be warm as anything, so probably going to just chuck all this in the fridge later and eat it later, I guess. Now I've only had a Pepsi Max and some water, so I'm going to finish this one off as well. This is the best water in the world, by the way. Absolutely love water in a box. You join me once again in the van. Customers just arrived and shown me the snib has fallen off the night latch, and they were showing the new owners round, and it fell off in his hand. So I said the option is we can remove the internals of the snib and then run those snib, or the other option is we change the lock, and they've said change it. So nice new chrome 85 out, and we'll just go get this all fitted on the door, and it should all be working fine. We actually went to Homebase before they went and closed down. I think I've got a photo. If I have, I'll put it up here. We bought so much of their stock reduced, so I've got tons of VisiPack right now, just full of loads of different BS 89s, 85s, all different colours. The only thing I didn't buy was the 5-lever deadlocks because they weren't British standard. However, the Sash locks were. So it worked out that the price I was paying for these is what the price would be without the VAT, pretty much, from Duffel. So it was really good deals. Because obviously the VAT was then included overall, so it was actually really cheap. So yeah, let's go get this fitted on the door, and that's me done. I've got to send 3 parcels off later, but I'm gonna get this done, go home, and we'll try those new trainers out, work trainers, because I want to see if they actually fit and if they're going to be comfortable or not. So yeah, let's crack on. So you drive me back home. That job is all done. It was I showed you what it was. Right, so I'm back home now, and I've got these shoes out. 85, just slipped it on. It was fine, you know, because it was a light flight squat. There's no point in me faffing or showing anything. But I'm going to open these shoes up, see what they're like. So I'll flip the camera around, because obviously a lot of you out there probably need some safety shoes or trainers, and let's see what they look like. Alright, so they were like 33 quid, I think I said they were earlier. There we go. A lot of paperwork. Normally the cheap shoes always do give you like, so it must be product type 4 tool station. So maybe it's a tool station's own brand or custom thing. They are quite heavy though, but they are rock solid. So yeah, I think they're quite nice. Hopefully they fit well. A bit more of a comfy trainer rather than a boot. I know some people don't like shoes on the new shoes on top of a table, so they're going to stay on there. But yeah, I'll try them on and hopefully they fit. That's my day all done. As you can see, I'm relaxing now because the weather outside is just ridiculously hot. All my parcels have been dropped off that I needed to do, and everything is all good to go. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I've got plenty more videos to come over the next couple months in the summer. Well, hopefully it's not as ridiculous as the 36 degrees I just saw. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Take it easy.